Here we are for Basic Skill 4 in a new data set. We're going to be looking at scatter plots and regression. We do have time data here. We're going to ignore that for this particular analysis, but there are times you would want to use that. We're looking at retail stocks, the closing stock price for Dollar General stores for JCPenney for every trading day of 2017. I'm looking for a relationship between the two stocks. The first thing you generally do is a scatter plot. When you do a scatter plot in Excel, it will, whatever's in the first column will be the X variable, the second column will be the Y variable. I select the data, I insert scatter plot. I want to point out where the plot landed. Notice I'm at the bottom of my data and the plot's at the bottom of my data. If I go to the beginning of my data, I don't see it anymore. One of the little quirks of Excel is that it tends to insert that chart wherever you end your selection. So I'm going to select the other way. I'm going to start at the bottom, select up, say insert scatter plot. Now it's up at the top. So if I go home, there it is. That's a lot of charts we've looked at. Title doesn't really work. This one really does need axis labels. And a couple other things we want to fix. Whether or not this looks like a linear relationship is a kind of a different issue from the skill of making the scatter plot. It doesn't quite look linear to me, but we'll let that go for now. So first, let's fix the title. And then we will fix the axis labels. Dollar General and axis labels, primary vertical. Now I've got a scatter plot that you can actually kind of tell what's going on. Make it a little bit bigger for the screen. There. There's a lot of white space here, so you wouldn't always do this, but in this case, I'm going to go an extra step and actually spread it out a little bit better. So if I click down here, say format the axis, I can make the x-axis start at 60, just to give me a better view. A lot of scatter plots, you won't want to do that. Some people might consider that misleading, but it does give you a better view of what's happening. So there's your scatter plot. Next, we want to add a trend line, have Excel compute the regression equation, and something called the coefficient of determination, R squared. If you right-click on any one of the dots, it actually selects them all. Click Add Trend Line. We're going to assume it's linear, even though we could argue about that. And say Display the equation, display the R squared. Drag those up so we can see them. Get that off of there for now. So this tells us that if I wanted to predict on a closing day the average closing price when for pennies when Dollar General was $70, I would multiply 70 times negative 0.1344 and add $15.12 to it. This says that 41% roughly of all the variability in JCPenney stock can be predicted or explained by changes in Dollar General stock. There are some format issues that it automatically chooses how many decimal places to put up here. There are ways to change that. There, of course, is a built-in regression tool in Excel, but for the basic skill of can you make a scatter plot, can you quickly generate the trend line, the equation of the trend line, and the R squared, this pretty much covers it. The one last thing we'll do is not part of the chart, but it is the correlation coefficient, R, which is, yes, the same R as the R squared. It has different purposes, but mathematically it's the same. And it's Excel's rail function. So it says, where's the X variable? And where is the Y variable? So your correlation is negative 0.64. That's it for that video.